good today. I'm looking like a snack. Oh, what's that? Oh, we're recording? Shoot. Okay, anyway, what's going on, guys? Sunny, aka the Random Recorder here, and today I'm going to be doing my review on the movie Jojo Rabbit. It's a dark comedy movie directed and written by Taika Waititi, and I gotta say, it's definitely one of my most solid picks for the year. I will say it's a dark comedy for a reason. It's set in 1940s Nazi Germany, so I would not take the kids to this one. But I gotta say, I think this movie does something I don't really think that any other director or writer could have really done, and that was balance the very serious moments with the comedy and make it intertwined in a way where instead of really clashing with each other, which is easy to do given that we're talking about Nazis, it's very easy for those two things to clash with each other, but I think they really do complement each other. And I have to say, this movie, for its second half, or at least past a particular moment when you see the movie, it's particularly dark, and it kind of comes out of nowhere. The movie past that point, but it definitely goes from that more comedic, idyllic tone, and it just becomes so much more serious. The premise of the movie is that Jojo, or Johannes, I believe, is a Nazi fanatic, as described by his mother, living in Germany, and he ends up finding out that his mother is part of a resistance against the Nazis, and again, they live in Germany, and they are housing a Jew who literally lives in their walls. And obviously, that kind of causes a shock for him. And I've got to say, this was really interesting, and I think the movie kind of discusses the general brainwashing of Germans, especially the German youth, in a way that movies and books definitely don't show. I mean, you do hear it every once in a while in books, but this really, really shows it as part of the plot progression between Jojo and the Jew living in his walls, Elsa. And I've just got to say, it's such an interesting dynamic between the two of them and how that changes Jojo into becoming obviously someone that sees the problems with the Nazi philosophy and how untrue it really is. They just have such a great dynamic together. And what's weird is that, to my knowledge, they're both relatively unknown, relatively new actors on the scene, and they provide some of the best performances in this entire film. Additionally, Taika Waititi himself plays Adolf Hitler, who also happens to be Jojo's imaginary friend / conscious / kind of devil on the shoulder type of guy, and he's an absolute scene stealer. This movie was written for him, which makes sense because it was written by Taika Waititi.
This is big brain time.
But he's absolutely hilarious in every single scene he's in. It's an absolute treat to watch him interact with Jojo. Again, this is one of my most solid picks for movie of the year. So I really do think this was absolutely a great movie and a total 10 out of 10, no questions asked. That's going to wrap it up for this review. Make sure to comment down below with any movies you've seen recently, any movies you want me to review, or just what you thought of this movie if you were lucky enough to see it. It actually had a pretty limited theatrical run, and when the time this comes out, it might not even be in theaters anymore, so I'm really hoping that if you're watching this review gets you to maybe find it, rent it on digital, or get it on Redbox or something, but I really do think that you should go see this movie. Make sure to leave a like if you go ahead and like this video, and if you particularly like this movie review, I'll have a playlist of my other movie reviews in the comment section down below. Subscribe today to join the TR Army. That's going to wrap it up. Random Recorders, peace out.